Brian asked a really good question. He's gone through a fat loss phase. He's now in like a building phase. And he asked a question about how do you stop feeling guilty when you're not on track? Like if you go on holiday, eating foods that maybe you can't track, or you're not able to be as, I guess, adherent as you normally are in a fat loss phase. How do you stop feeling guilty about it? Make sure you press back because you're pressing forward at the moment, which is really common, right? It's very common for people that we work with to feel guilty when they eat out, feel like they're fucking up their entire goal and not be able to stay on track. The aim of the game when it comes to fitness is to find a way to do this where it's sustainable long term. There'll be periods of your life where you want to be adherent, which is like, for example, Brian joining the team. He wanted to lose X amount of kilos and that was his goal for that period of time. Of course, we want to try and drive as much adherence as we can. We don't want him to be eating out every single day and doing the same stuff that he's always done. Otherwise, he'd get the same result that he's always gotten. So there has to be a little bit of a sacrifice when you first start. And the aim is to not sacrifice forever, right? So what I was telling him to, I guess, remove that fear and that guilt of eating off track is to zoom out and to look at the journey overall as a bigger picture, which is the one day that you mess up, or not mess up, the one day that you eat off track, the one day that you eat something unhealthy that people would label it as, the week that you're traveling, the month that you're away and you're enjoying life. It's not that you're fucking anything up. All that's really happening is that you're prioritizing something else in that moment in time. So you're focusing more on having fun with your friends, you're focusing more on eating good food with family. As long as you balance your priorities properly, where you know when to shift and when to focus on the diet, when to focus on your training, when to pull away and focus more on family and friends and whatever it is, then that's, to me, the most sustainable way long term. Because the way I see it is like you're gonna go through seasons of life, right? There'll be periods where you are focused on health, periods where you're focused on traveling, periods where you're focused on work. You don't want to be like so one-dimensional that all you have is eating chicken breast and broccoli, right? And all you care about is calories and macros. Otherwise, you don't really have a life outside of that. What goes through your mind when you feel like you didn't stick to the plan? Like what goes through it?
Especially like when I mess up on the plan, if I were to eat out, especially with like fast food or something really greasy or whatnot, it's always repeating to me that, you applied to this program to change yourself, but by eating food like these, you're letting yourself down, you're letting your team down.
Maybe think about it not from a coaching perspective though. You mentioned that when you want to eat it like a pork, you feel guilty.
Yeah.
But why do you feel guilty? Like what are you thinking? Don't worry about the coaching, more just you as a person. Like why do you feel guilty about eating it?
Because food like pork and whatnot is what made me gain weight in the first place. So if I were to eat it, it's almost like I'm letting myself down.
Yeah.
Because I came to you for a reason.
You see how you labeled it right away, which is like pork made me gain weight?
Yeah.
Or like those foods made you gain weight? I could show you to eat Maccas every day and you'd maintain your weight.
Yeah.
What really matters is how did you incorporate that into your day? How much are you eating of it? And did you have any sort of control over the portions that you're eating?
Yeah.
So you can eat pork, you can eat burgers. Would you feel very good eating burgers every day? Probably not.
Yeah.
Right? But you can do it and you can incorporate that into your lifestyle, especially when you've already achieved the goal that you want to be able to maintain a sustainable habit system.
It's always about like portion control at the end of the day, correct?
Yeah, literally, bro. Like you can have alcohol if you want. You can, like I drink. Yeah, I still drink. I drink a lot if I want to.
Oh,
yeah, I can drink
coach.
a lot. I love junk food, bro. Like so do all of us. Like we love junk food. Like we love eating shit sometimes. My favorite foods are usually very calorie dense.
Yeah.
It's not like I eat it every day, but when I do, I'm not going to track it. I'm not going to be like, I need to be perfect right now. I'll just say, okay, this meal is probably something I'm not going to eat forever. I should just enjoy it right now, and I'll make sure to get back on track the next day. But if it's happening every single other day, then there's a problem there, because now it's no longer you enjoying it. It's most likely your adherence to what needs to be done is not high enough.
Okay, so it's pretty much, if you were gonna eat it, just as long as you get back on track tomorrow.
Yeah, enjoy it, bro. Like there's periods where you'll focus on fat loss, which is when you first join, right? Like that was our goal. So if you were if you were eating foods that were inaccurate every single day and every week we were stuck with progress, I'd be like, hey Brian, like we're not progressing right now because you're not adherent enough to what needs to be done. But now that you're out of it, the value that you get from having a really good meal, maybe it makes you feel better the next day to train really hard. Or if you're out with friends and they're having a really good time, they're having a few drinks, maybe you make a whole bunch of memories that night that will justify that whole night for you. right? And then there's a lot of value out of that rather than just focusing on fitness alone all the time.
I don't recommend this, by the way, but personally what I do is just, because I know it's going to be like heavy calories, to mitigate like going over, I'll just starve myself for the whole day or just down a bunch of caffeines for appetite suppression. If I were to eat a meal beforehand, that means I have less calories to play with.
Right. I think the wording that we use is really important.
Yep.
Rather than saying you're starving yourself for the day, which has a very negative connotation with it, just simply say you're banking up calories to give yourself space for later. Right? It's same thing with guys like binging and everything like that. Just say you ate a bit too much. You're removing the power from that word. But in that case, yeah, definitely. If you know you're having a really heavy meal, and it's like a lot of calories, a lot of food, some drinking, then yeah, you probably keep the rest of the day very, very light as you lead up to it. But you don't want to be going in this very big roller coaster every single other day. You want to be selective in when you do that and be able to enjoy it to its fullest capacity rather than feeling guilty about it.
Would you rather us eat, even if it's something small, or just calorie bank?
I personally prefer eating something small. Yeah, so I would either just get a lot of protein early in the day. That way I don't have to worry so much about it at nighttime or at the outing. I'll just enjoy the meal.